The text of the letter that the prophet Jeremiah sent from Jerusalem to the surviving elders among the exiles, to the priests, the prophets, and all the people whom Nebuchadnezzar had carried into exile from Jerusalem to Babylon. This letter was sent after King Jehoiachin, the queen mother, the court officials, the leaders of Judah and Jerusalem, the craftsmen, and the metal workers had gone into exile from Jerusalem. It was delivered by Elasah son of Shaphan and Gemariah son of Hilkiah, whom Zedekiah king of Judah had sent to King Nebuchadnezzar in Babylon. This is what the Lord Almighty, the God of Israel, says to all those he carried into exile from Jerusalem to Babylon: build houses and settle down, plant gardens and eat their produce, marry and have sons and daughters, find wives for your sons, and give your daughters in marriage, so that they too may have children. Increase in number there, do not decrease. Seek the peace and prosperity of the city to which I have carried you into exile. Pray to the Lord for it, because if it prospers, you too will prosper. Yes, this is what the Lord Almighty, the God of Israel, says. Do not let the prophets and diviners among you deceive you. Do not listen to the dreams they encourage you to have. They are prophesying lies to you in my name. I have not sent them, declares the Lord. The Lord says, when 70 years are completed for Babylon, I will come to you and fulfill my good promise to bring you back to this place. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord, plans to prosper you and not to harm you, plans to give you hope and a future. Then you will call on me and come and pray to me, and I will listen to you. You will seek me and find me when you seek me with all your heart. I will be found by you, declares the Lord, and I will restore your fortunes and gather you from all the nations and places where I have banished you, declares the Lord, and will bring you back to the place from which I carried you into exile. Because you say, the Lord has raised up prophets for us in Babylon. This is what the Lord says about the king who sits on David's throne and all the people who remain in this city, your fellow citizens who did not go with you into exile. I will send the sword, famine, and plague against them, and make them like rotten figs that cannot be eaten. They are so bad. I will pursue them with the sword, famine, and plague, and will make them abhorrent to all the kingdoms of the earth, a curse and an object of horror, scorn and reproach among all the nations where I drive them. For they have not listened to my words, declares the Lord, words that I sent to them again and again through my servants, the prophets. And you exiles have not listened either, declares the Lord. Therefore hear the word of the Lord, all you exiles whom I have sent away from Jerusalem to Babylon. This is what the Lord Almighty, the God of Israel, says about Ahab, son of Kaliah, and Zedekiah, son of Maaseiah, who were prophesying lies to you in my name. I will hand them over to Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, and he will put them to death before your eyes. Because of them, all the exiles from Judah who are in Babylon will use this curse. May the Lord make you like Zedekiah and Ahab, whom the king of Babylon burned in the fire, for they have done outrageous things in Israel. They have committed adultery with their neighbors' wives, and have spoken lies in my name, things I did not command. I know it and am a witness to it, declares the Lord. To Shemaiah the Nehelamite you shall say, this is what the Lord Almighty, the God of Israel, says. You sent letters in your own name to all the people in Jerusalem, to the priest Zephaniah, son of Maaseiah, and to all the other priests. You said, "The Lord has appointed you priest in place of Jehoiada to be in charge in the house of the Lord, to put any madman who acts like a prophet into the stocks and neck irons." So why have you not reprimanded Jeremiah from Anathoth, who poses as a prophet among you? He has sent this message to us in Babylon. It will be a long exile. Therefore build houses and settle down, plant gardens and eat their produce. When the priest Zephaniah read this letter to the prophet Jeremiah, the word of the Lord came to Jeremiah. Send this message to all the exiles. This is what the Lord says about Shemaiah the Nehelamite. Because Shemaiah has prophesied to you, though I did not send him, and has led you to trust in lies, I will surely punish Shemaiah the Nehelamite and his descendants. None of his offspring will see the good things I will do for my people, declares the Lord, because he has preached rebellion against me.